Okay. So today we are going to study data types, and in data types we are going to study sequence type. What is a sequence type? A sequence type represents a group of elements or items. Group Nico. There are 6 types of sequences in Python. 6 types of sequences in Python. I have listed only 4. Say the byte array that we are not going to discuss. So let us start with string data type, str. str string data type. Okay, so is the string str. Str represents string data type. A string is represented by a group of characters. Group of characters string ko. Strings are enclosed in single quotes, natraga double quotes. One can access the characters one at a time with the bracket operator. The expression in brackets is called an index. The index indicates which character in the sequence you want, and hence the name. Index corrections. Say for example, hello world have a string. Hello world have a string G. This string is assigned to the variable s. S equal to hello world. So let me execute this. It's the run target run. Okay. Then hello world have said this is a string made up of characters. And what are the characters that make up these strings? The characters are number first the uppercase H, anisubata E, L, L, O, space, white space is called white space. Is character amaniko. W, O, R, L, D. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 characters in this string. Aduga, each of these characters, string number the characters in Zemoigi index and the index starts from 0. Python the masing T was 0, however, the index starts from 0. Aduna Hybridis later H, I will say this is the character with index 0. E hybrid, this is the character with index 1. L for LGD, this is the character with index 2. Second LGD, this is the character with index 3. So S haraga within bracket 3 hapagadi mana haino S hariba string do index 3 level character do other short of haiba. One can access the characters at a time with the bracket operator. This is the bracket operator. The expression in the bracket is called an index. Here 3 is the index, and the index indicates which character in the sequence you want. So S3. So when I execute this S3, execute the character tholakani. Can you guess? This means the character with index 3 in the string S. So let me run it. You should get L. L never. Why? Because H index 0, the index 1, the index 2, the index 3, and so on. There I go. So let me try one more. S within bracket 5. When I execute this cell, what will be the output?
Bar white bar
Space.
White space. White space. Let me run this. White space. Space go. Within first quote within first quotes, not like a single quotes, single quotes or double quotes. So within single quotes, space this is space, the white space character within single quotes. It is also a character. This is the character with index number 5. There I go. So mine tawdana equigi string data type the list data type. A list represents a group of elements. So the string comparison to. So a list represents a group of elements. A string is represented by a group of characters. String is a character. List is an element. Elements a list can store different types of elements. Different types of elements lists are represented using square brackets, and the elements are written inside these brackets, and they are separated by commas. For example, here look at the right hand side. Within square brackets, I have 2 comma minus 3.4 comma, then the string hello comma, then the string word. This is a list. List your elements in say. So integer or vi list key elements in say. It can be an integer like 2, or it can be a floating point number like minus 3.4, or it can also be a string like hello and another string like word. So let me execute this. Run. Sigi right hand side string z. This string is assigned. Sorry, string list. Sigi right hand side list z. This list is assigned to the variable lst. Lst variable data. Sigi list is assigned to record. So lst now lst is a list. So magi type yang zika. Let us see the type. type type lst. LST. Shift enter. It is a list. It is a list. Why? Because a list is stored in the variable LST. LST, however, variable is a list. It's stored to win a magi type. See, list never. It is a list type. Okay. Other the yango Sagi to mina so the Amokitang Hayo here. So the LST Harika. LST Hariga. Seju Sagi, Akoigi string data type the elements of this list are also indexed. Sigi elements in indexed and index always starts from 0. So the element 2 has index 0, the element minus 3.4 has index 1, the element hello has index 2, the element world has index 3. So if I write LST 1, LST harega within bracket 1, and when I run this cell, what will be the output? Kari phangani. LST within bracket 1.
2.
Kari phangani.
2.
Minus 3.4.
2 gidi index 0 ne ko. 2 gidi index 0 ni. Sin hai se index 1 label element to adu never. LST 1 harega this represents the element whose index is 1, and that element is minus 3.4. Then print LST harega. I say the LST 1 dang hari sigi mamang the print hapuju ko. So print hapuju samani ko. Print LST. Sagi index 1 label list key element to print to have any. It will give you the same example, same value. So print LST index minus 1 haraba. Minus 1 high minus 1 high target. When the index is a negative number, man high from the end. Start from the end. Sigi string sigi so string sorry sigi list sigi by the last level element world natra. This is the end natra. Some side or so if the index is a negative number, it says display the character from the end. So this last level element magi index minus 1, magi index minus 2, magi index minus 3, magi index minus 4. So from the right, from the end, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and the chunkanel. Minus 0 have minus 0 have minus 0 this money aina 0 hai taragadi sigi first element la ani minus 1 haigana last element la ani. So print lst minus 1. When I run this cell, what will be the output?
Wall.
It will print the string
Word.
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 Word la ani ko. Sigi print command si jog dragadi sigi word sigi word je this word will be enclosed within quotes. Aina han haigib do. Ariko.
Sir, see print first service. Yeah, how have to be
Remember?
yadaba.
Tate.
First service. First service.
First ati lst haibane. LST have first I ko LST variable name. LST is the variable name. First I ko variable name LST have LST have any variable name ni. Okay, so no confusion amal lairian khale adu gedi. Let me clear the confusion. Let me show you keywords. LST have any ko. Okay, so the keyword में हम ले रहे हैं keyword से the list याद रहे list have list याद रहे. Oh, wait, okay, let me show you. So LST have a say masigi say aina variable amaneba ko aduga sigi list is the hapchalineba aduna captain te sigi list ama stored of variable neba aina maming from the LST and from one neba ko sigi list and thon problem la yeba ko LST dang haiga LST dang haiga di magi color is black oidra black oiko. If I change it to list its color suddenly turns green. Its color suddenly turns green. Very variable name is green either inbuilt function or money high name. List have a Python the already built-in function maming name. Aduna list have a season of Aina Aduna list have my list as in my underscore list. So let me run this cell. My list LST having mahuta. Instead of this, I'll type my list LIST my list. Shift enter. My list have variables my type list ni print LST having mahuta my list my list haiba list sigi variables manungda sigi list stored tawrini ko. So in short I can say my list is a list. My list haiba list sigi index 1 label element to print of haveni. This will print 3.4 and LST having mahuta we should write my list my underscore list my list minus 1 haigadi aigi list sigi quite extreme right at the end the character do print to have. So my list minus 1. When I run this, it will print word. So my list my underscore list my list 3. My list 3 is lacking here print. So the print my list hare aduga bracket operator da -3 has print my list aduga inside bracket -3. When I execute this cell, what will be the output?
-3.4.
-3.4. Natraga right take it tiba or have ni ko. This is -1 -2 -3. So run -3.4. Yare ko aduna sigi negative index is yam hangwai yam kana rakaneba karigunu haiba kanda when I have a list of very long elements when I have a very long list of many elements say for example a list of numbers number cham yawa list ama lay ren khalajine ko alo itari maningom li thigalakpada ahum subudu kya no maningom di thigal puda manga su kaya no hange haragadi we should use the negative index. Ko last element to karino yenge haragadi we should use -1. Ko aduna list the element kam yaugi have se khangder say for example sigi world je aina suna khandagi indexing 0 de haragadi 0 1 2 3 aduna print my list haraga sida 3 hapada print my list haraga 3 hapada sigi world je tholakani ko. So let me run this world tholega sigi aina world hariba aina last element sigi index khangbagi neba. Suppose I have a list but I don't know how many elements are there in the list. I'm on the list sama laire adu list to the element kam yauge do I khangdre bra adubu aina quite last key element to the pame if I want to print the last element adudi mazi element kayam yauge haiba khangdrabanina aina 0 dagi hoba index to the machine thiba yaroiba because I don't know how many elements are there, so I don't know the index of the last list last element. But if I use the negative index, then the last element is nothing but the element with index -1. Yandra aduna I list the element kayam yauge khangdraga su last element to print oge hagadi I see list -1 jina line print oge ngame. Okay, adagi sidagi amuk next example da sidagi ngasi my list within bracket 3 hadi kaino this is the element of the list with index number 3 hojik sigi kya kari oigi wall ji oigi ka. So my list hariba my list sigi element with index number 3 0 1 2 3 wall my list element 3 equal to 54 hare sina hai ka hai no sigi line sina hai di ka hai no sigi line sina hai di you take the number 54 have a number si low aduga index 3 level element to aduda 54 je sina si oina hapsalo hana gi lejeramba element to manghangro 54 so oina hapsalo I did override the element with index 3 with the number or with the element on the right hand side the leriba number duna I sigi my list sigi number index 3 the level element to override to grow have any. So when I execute this command, when I run this six aina run tore authority kedore sig world hariba element say this will be replaced by the number 54. We can see whether this has actually happened by printing the list sig list yung printer or so list ang hariba let me print the list list printer or see let us see whether the element with index 3 that is world has been replaced by 54 or not. So let us run this. Let me run this. Okay, so the 2 minus 3.4 hello world 54 so the override out there
My list.
oh sorry I list lst so print already I should print my list sume thank you ka lst habanate sigje I variable name see my list habani so I should print my list. Okay, so let me run this again. It should override. So the element with index 3 that is world has been replaced by the element 54 because of this expression. So since hiding my list I list sigi elements hai amasi aina hongdok hongsin to bu yae ko override to bu yae ko adudagi amuk sida ama mu yengasi my list my list my list hare aduga 4 hapage 4 equal to 2.18 hare my list aduga within bracket 4 2.18. Now tell me my list haiba list the index 4 level element yaubra
Yaude.
Yaude. We do not have any element whose index is 4. So if I execute this expression, I run target. If I run this cell, what will I get? I get an error. There you go. Okay, now, so the list assignment index out of range. So index 4 label elements in my list type list yaude. My list type list yaude. Yarba. Otherwise, Sigi Srida wall Sigi Matunda. Aina element kara hapchaning ever. My list haribas Sigi list Srida in a list. World haribas elements Sigi Matunda. Aina wahika aina element kara hapchaning. Is that possible? Yes, that is possible. Otherwise, combine toguni have do a makata class discuss toguni append 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 function module layer. Adugido, sorry, module method. A pen go method amalay. Adugi method to Sizinarga, Lissigi, Lissida, Mahata, Hapsalakuya. I can increase the number of elements in this list by using the method append. Although that we will discuss in some other class. Later class, I'm talking the list Tamiba, Simiam, Yam Sang Namu Torkini, Yam Sang Namu discuss Torkini. So this will give you an error. See, really recall. Okay, Kantare. Okay. Next, let us come to tuple. Tuple go TUPLE, tuple data type. What is a tuple? A tuple is similar to a list, whereas the list elements can be modified. World element 2, 54 in the place of record. So list elements can be modified. It is not possible to modify the tuple elements. Tuple element modified over there. This means a tuple can be treated as a read-only list. Change the way other. Tuples the once create the without change the way other. The elements in the tuple are separated by commas and enclosed in parentheses. Aduna list the square bracket enclosed away. Aduga tuples the parentheses enclosed away. There you go. Sequence the close the either single quotes not double quotes. List the close the using square brackets. The tuple the close the they are enclosed in parentheses. So separated by commas. Commas is separate we have the elements are separated by commas. So like also tuple. So I define a tuple 12 minus 1.4 John Doe. Let me execute this. Let me run this cell. Say the I control enter num again. Sorry, control alt enter. ALT alt enter punan namadi sigi cell execute toroni, and also a blank cell will be created. Alt enter. Adoidi TPL tuple. Tuple zigi. Let us see the zeroth element. TPL zeroth. Indexing 0 this should give you 12. 12. Yareko. Sagi indexing do. So the zudum yai have any con. Adolagi TPL within bracket minus 2. Karipangani TPL within bracket minus 2. What will I get?
John.
I should get John. Yareko. Next TPL within bracket 1 equal to space 65. I'm trying to replace the element with index 1, that is minus 1.4. Minus 1.4 however elements I 65 replace it is not possible to modify the tuple elements. See when I run this cell, I should get an error. So let me run it. We get an error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Aduna sigi item index matung ina 1 by 1 assigned to yade. I believe a tuple which is once created, it cannot be modified. So tuple 1 65 I will say sigi index 1 level item z I 65 percent be yaroi sigi index 1 level item z as this of length legani okay direct ko adudagi mathangda when discuss the whatever data type it is called range data type. This is a very useful data type and we are going to use this again and again in our programming. Range data type. The range data type represents a sequence of numbers. The numbers in the range are not modifiable. So, to create a range of numbers, we can simply write range of number. I'm create we can simply write say R equal to range 7. Range 7 have a sigi range data type of mine create variable R is so let me execute this, run this. So range 7 I see I execute R hapchale. So when I print R, I kari phangani 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 phangadra range 7 ID 1 again 7 book print to have phangadra. It will print out 7 numbers. It will print out 7 numbers. Number reiterate printer kaneva. But as I said in Python, the number starts from 0, not 1. Machine T was 0 however 1 however. So when I print, that I said type hierarchy. Okay. I know you do print over going option. Type type city the range range okay. Never I know hide R equal to range 7 this above code creates a range object range object R R option range object R is a range object my type range with numbers starting from 0 to 9 so 0 to 9 nate I see the 7 habanina 0 to 9 0 to 6 we can display these numbers using a for loop S. RDR one numbers in R is an object of type range. Range 7 number number generate we can see all those numbers by using this for I in R print I. ID say the R is the elements in print out. Let me run this. I should get 0 to 6. So this is not 9, this is 6. This should be 6. 0 to 6 I have 6 range 10 and change change the